is going on, everybody? Who am I? Well, I am the original gamer, Stevie Stroh. How are you? Why am I here? I am here for your entertainment, and today I'm going to entertain myself by playing the Sega Saturn and by playing a reboot remix of a very cool arcade classic. The Atari Classic, which was done in vector graphics, was called Tempest. You moved from side to side and around in a circle, and you shot at things in three-dimensional space. And it was a very cool, iconic, classic game from the 80s. Well, guess what? Atari, being the wonderful people that they are, when they made their console that was called the Atari Jaguar, which I think was technically one of the first 64-bit game consoles, they made Tempest 2000. Which is kind of a modern reboot of Tempest. They basically added some psychedelic colors, some three-dimensional, more three-dimensionalisms to it, and really cool techno music. So we're going to go ahead and play Tempest 2000, which is just basically an updated version of begin game, high scores, options. What are the options? Change controls. What are the controls? Jump, fire, Super Zapper. I think I can handle that. I didn't realize there was a jump option. Begin game. I want to play Tempest 2000. Okay, I guess there's all kinds of options here. There's a traditional option that would be the traditional option would be what you played in the arcade, I guess. Okay, this still looks like the same arcade levels. Okay, so you can select your level up to select next level. Let's start at the beginning. Let's see all the different levels. Fire, select level. Okay, so B is fire. What are we getting ourselves into here today, boys and girls? I don't know, but we're going to find out. Oh, wow. So as you shoot, it rotates. Yeah, so yeah, you're doing this on a D-pad, a little bit tough. It's very rigid analog, very rigid digital controls here. Okay, so I got to get used to the controls here a little bit. This is where I should try to play this on the analog controller, which I don't have plugged in right now. Yeah, so controls are a little tough on a digital D-pad. But the visual style is great. The techno music is awesome, very catchy. Yeah, and I'm getting confused as which way I'm going because it becomes kind of relative, left and right. And I guess you know what I used to do in the arcade was I did some of this too. You just spin around and shoot too. We could do that too, as lame as it seems. Collect power-ups. And so they basically filled it in. So it used to be wireframed. It was vector graphics, it was wireframe. This is not only filled in to be solid, but it's also got psychedelic color palettes going on here too. So it's like being in a club, man. It's being like in a rave, at a techno jam or something, you know? Okay, what's my Super Zapper? Super Zapper. Avoid the spikes, which there are none. Cool though, very cool visuals. Treat for the eyes and the ears. And so the screen kind of moves around to mirror you, which way you're moving. So it kind of gives you this sense of you bending space-time a little bit as you move this thing around. Eat electric death, it said when you did this. I guess I updated my shooters too, particle lasers. I'm getting the hang of the controls here a little bit. I'm totally digging the music. This is the side-to-side shooter. Upgraded shots. Collect power-ups. What happened there? Shot you. Oh, I got shot. Bummer. Particle lasers coming at ya. Very cool visual effects. Transitions between levels and stuff. Super Zapper Recharge. So the levels are the same levels. So it's pretty much the same game with a super high-tech facelift, you know? Which sometimes that's all the game needs. Some games are just so good that they didn't need much. You just spice them up a little bit, you know? Okay, now I got shot. Now the spikes are there. The spikes that we need to avoid are there. Collect power-ups. I'm trying to. Particle lasers. Those are the spikes. Super Zapper. Shot you. Game over. Totally psychedelic, man. Very cool. Whoop, whoop. Whatever. I don't think I have room to save data. All right. What are we doing now? Let's try it again. Let's take a look at the traditional version and see what that looks like. Begin game. Traditional. Let's try traditional. Hopefully this looks like identical to the arcade. Yes. Obviously it's not vector, so they're doing a raster wireframe. Oh, that's just an intro. Okay. Okay. I like how they reveal it to you. Yes. And so, yeah, so basically the traditional version is still not completely traditional. You're still moving the thing around. So basically the only thing it's not doing at this point is giving you the cool solid colors with the palletizing. So I see very little, for me, very little need for this. So how do I get out of here? I want to get back. Eat electric death. Let me just let him kill me. Kill me. Caught you. I want to get back now. I was hoping the traditional was going to be like a fairly arcade perfect one. I just wanted to see it to contrast and compare. But it's really, it's not that traditional. It's still kind of upgraded. So we're going to try it again, and we're going to go up to a higher difficulty level. All right, what are we looking at here? All right, Tempest 2000, press start. Oh, cool stuff. Okay, begin game. Traditional Tempest Plus. What the heck is Tempest Plus? One player. What is Tempest Plus? I don't know. We're going to find out. Tempest Plus. So far it looks like, oh, up to the next level. 6,000 point bonus for that level. Oh, let's jump into this. Let's jump into the pyramid scheme. Okay, what is pyramid? What is Tempest Plus? Sound effects are definitely upgraded. They're not the original 8-bit Atari 80s sound effects. I still think I like the Tempest 2000 version. It's like, why, now that we've seen that you can shade these things in and palette cycle that, why would we want anything less than that? Caught you. They caught me. It's very difficult to move this guy around with the D-pad. Very difficult with this rigid D-pad. Alright, so I didn't do well there. What can you do? It's a cool game. The music is contagious, although it's starting to sound like it's the only track it's got. I don't know what Tempest Duel is, but so far to me it's looking like the only one that's worth playing is the Tempest 2000 because that's got the solid shaded world. Alright, so let's move it up. This has got a 6,000 point bonus, and this one I just got to move left and right, so let's try that. And then this will be the last time we play this. Collect power-ups. Sound effects are pretty good. Upgraded laser sounds are good. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to play a version that doesn't have the solid filled colors. Because unless they made it the exact same as the arcade, it's just the same game without shading. Super Zapper Recharge. And I actually like the shading and the paletting of it. The subtle shifting of tones. Atari was always so good with color. AI droid. I don't know what the heck that is, but that's awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Did I hit the spike? Did I hit the dang spike? Collect power-ups. I got captured. Hey, Tempting Crown. Well, he was here. He had to leave. Okay. Not doing too good here. Oh, dude. Music's good, but I do think it's a one-trick pony. Particle laser. Bumped right into the ding dong. This is pretty tough. This game was designed to work on an analog dial, and I'm using it on a digital D-pad. That's a 20-year-old D-pad, no less, too, so it's a little worn out. Shot you. Alrighty then. Alright, I'm not going to torture myself or anyone else any longer. We just witnessed Tempest 2000 for the Sega Saturn, released in 1996. I believe it was originally released around 94. I think this game started on the Atari Jaguar, and it is an updated version of the early 80s arcade classic Tempest by Atari. It's got definitely, more colors. It's got the techno music. It's got a little bit of the fancy little animation as it's moving around. So it's been pimped out. This ride has been pimped, and it's cool. I like the music. I like the visual effects. It's very psychedelic. It's very techno-y. It's very ravey. It's everything that the 90s was all about. So very cool addition to the Sega library. Just a nice twist on an already pretty much awesome, perfect game. Tempest 2000. I hope you enjoyed it. I have been the original gamer, Stevie Stroh. We are done with this video. This video now we're going to call as this one as End of Line Master Control Program. So I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, to throw out a comment, and to share with your friends. I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.